Righty guys, we're back to some more Minecraft. Episode 56. What the fuck? So big. I don't know how I managed to forget that I've done 57 episodes. But anyway, welcome back. And last time we left off at the mini build that I'd so happened to do throughout that episode, and since then I've been working on it a little bit lately, and I don't know, at the end of the episode I kind of like looked at it and kind of just shook my head and was like, no, can't do that. So yeah, I've worked on it a little bit. It was always meant to be abstract, but the way it was, there was a loveless marriage we were in. It just wasn't working. But I guess we better go have a look at the surgically enhanced. I'm not gonna make any connection between that and a person, but because that's weird as shit. But anyway, we better pop over and have a look before it gets really spastic. But I have added a roof as the Canadian / the dog calls it. I guess we'll get a full-on frontal view. And I apologize. That's the word I was looking for the poopy frame rate. And I replanted the wheat farm, and I really don't think I should have. It just pumped up my entity count for no good reason, but I'm thinking we might end the episode with a bit of a harvest, although none of it's really grown, so I'm gonna have to wait. But anyway, we'll get to that bridge when we wait. Fuck it, I don't even care anymore. But as you can see, this texture pack looks a bit shitty on the lava, but what we've got here is the finished result. I did have one of these over here, except it had water in it, although it did look a little bit weird, so I tore it out, added in some water fountains and such. These are just signs to make it, I don't know, I saw it in a picture once and I thought it looked cool. So these signs are meant to be like wooden bars. However, this frame rate's a bit poopy, so I don't want to be too jittery with how I walk around the place. But I have made some small changes. I did get feedback kind of suggesting to replace all these glass blocks with panes. I probably would do that if I was gonna say I would do that if I had panes on me, but it looks like I do have panes on me, and now it's really a test of my word right now. But I don't know, I kind of like the full blocks, but it was also suggested that to replace the panes here with full blocks, but again, I don't know, kind of like it, so I'm gonna keep it for the time being. But apart from this, I've been working on something else that I did want to show you guys. But before we get to that, I kind of abruptly ended the last episode, and forgot to go to the word of the day signs, which is something I generally don't do. But something you might or may not notice is the lack of swamp coloring in the biome, and that's because we've got a setting in Optifine that allows you to turn the colors off. So I've done that for this episode. Not sure if I doubt it's that is the source of the lag, but I don't know, it just looks strange. I thought, fuck it, we'll use it for the episode. But yeah, as you can see, the wheat farm in full-on production mode at the moment. It was just kind of looking a little bit bare, but yeah, the frame rate isn't too pleasing, so I will have to adjust that. But I suppose we better get on to correcting these signs, and I still haven't got any conclusive evidence to whether or not the pumpkin pandemic to be all dramatical and completely irrelevant. But I don't know, I'm still not 100% sure on the growing physics. I don't even know if that's the way to describe it, the growing patterns of pumpkins. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure dehydrated pumpkins still grow at a fairly fast rate, and I did receive a comment that just suggested that hydrated plots will grow them faster. But if that's the case, I really don't care for the growth speed. It's just, I don't know, it's something that I don't really prioritize at this point. I don't know why I tried to make a stack of signs, don't ask me. But I guess that'll do, donkey, that'll do. Better pop some of this shit in the chest. Completely congested the inventory at the moment, but I do believe episode 54 was claimed by Sarabwood. God, that name. I will double check, however, but I will do episode 50. Actually, no. We better do that at the end of the episode, just to be all consistent. But I will check who claimed episode 54. But yeah, I'll be back, guys, once I've checked all that. 54, you spastic. What the fuck? Okay, thankfully I did check that, because it wasn't Srabwood at all. It was the Nocturnal 001, and I'm thankful that fits. I don't even know if that's spelled that right, but yeah, if I ever spell your name wrong on the sign, just let me know and I'll fix it up. I tend to, you know, not be very good with the keyboard, but I guess we gotta put this sign here just for future reference. And I completely forget which. Are we doing episode 55 right now? I'm just gonna check. Okay, I've just confused the living shit out of myself. Wow. I don't do it for one episode and it throws me completely out of balance. But actually, episode 56 I said at the start. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully I did. But episode 54 was actually claimed by Srabwood. And episode 55 was claimed by the Nocturnal 001. I swear, if that's not right, I'm gonna flip my shit. The what? Nocturnal 001. I think that's right. But we will do episode 56 at the end of this episode. But we better get on with the freaking video, otherwise I'm gonna spend this whole freaking day at the Mega Build correcting signs, which is a little bit silly. So we're going to avoid that for now, but I do have a level 50 I want to get underway. I did enchant a helmet at the end of last episode, but as you saw, I also got a Unbreaking 3 / Silk Touch woodcutting axe, which I don't know where the fuck I've put in it. I'm not using it at the moment. This is just an unbreaking one. But I did want to enchant another axe for the sole sake of it's annoying as shit bulk cutting wood when you've got an axe that's useless as tits. So we're gonna make another axe here. I really would like a efficiency 4 with Unbreaking 3, but beggars can't be choosers. I got efficiency 4 last time and that was alright, but the thing is, if it's just efficiency by its own, it's kind of shitty. So because you do use it up very quickly, considering how fast it actually depletes, considering how fast you actually cut wood down leaves. But I will go ahead and skip till I get a level 50, guys, because it can take me over a year to get a level 50, and I might die of old age if I just keep it on video. So yeah, I'll be right back. Right, I quickly realized the fact that I can't actually reach level 50 from this enchanting area, so it would have literally taken forever had I pursued getting level 50. So luckily, after about 5 minutes, I realized that, so we're going to settle for level 46 here. Hopefully get something nice. God damn. I don't know whether to be happy or sad or just completely pissed off. I guess that'll do. Efficiency 4 is nice, as I said, but yeah. Again, speaking about what I just previously talked about, it does get used up very quickly, especially when you're chowing down. That doesn't sound right. Plowing through a bunch of trees. So, I guess it's good while it lasts is the moral of the story. At the Chris Folger Tree Farm number 2, smiley face, sponsored by Srabwood. But anyway, I guess I better stop pondering around. I have been building, I don't know, I get into these weird building modes whenever I listen to just like a podcast or something, and lately I've been listening to the Bad Kid podcast, by Only Use Me Blade and stuff. I did mention, I gave him a mini mention a couple of episodes back, but I don't know, I just get into this buildy state when I've just got something to listen to in the background, and Minecraft is just that thing you can just fill the gap when you're just listening to a podcast or something. It just gives you something to do while you listen to it. But yeah, this is what I've been building for the last... What the fuck, you... That's me clapping. I'm not touching this keyboard right now. What the fuck was that? Okay, yeah. Shouldn't have spilled beer on this keyboard. It's really not performing too well after that incident. But yeah, this thing really has no purpose at all, except to look like it's sexy, and hopefully it serves its purpose. I don't know, I've just been in a building frenzy at the moment, and I did have a crap ton of wood supplies, so I thought I'd go ahead and do this. I originally wanted to build like another tower like that, but I kind of don't want to just put up a shit ton of towers everywhere because it'll kind of look a bit ridiculous. And it would kind of conflict with that thing there, and I still don't even know if I like that thing. And I really want to think of ways to make it look better. It kind of just looks like a massive, I don't know, it just looks like a big hourglass with a giant fucking upside down Beyblade on the top. So it's kind of a little bit weird, but this thing I actually like, which is weird. I don't normally like the things that I build. But it's very artsy. Don't know what that was. But I've got to stop saying it's so annoying. Oh my god, I'm so retarded. But anyway, so hard. Okay, so these water streams here are meant to be kind of like support beams. It's just kind of for looks, I suppose. But the only way we can actually access is by treachering through the vagina teeth squid of all annoyingness. The only way to get up to this place is via a humble little water stream. It's kind of just like a little sanctuary area. It doesn't, as I said, doesn't serve a purpose. But I think it looks pretty cool. Oh god, there I go again. It's inevitable. Best not to fight it. But it's so bad when you take notice of how many times I say it. I apologize. But anyway, okay, I give up. But let me know what you guys think of this build. Oh god, okay. Alright, I'm just gonna go punch myself in the head and then resume recording. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is substitute the word with every time I feel the need to say it. So no, that's just weird. It's so bad. Oh my god, this is just gonna fucking end my life if I keep noticing this. But yeah, I just got very bored, got very, trance-like state listening to music and or podcasts, and then built that little thing. But, god, I've also been watching a crap ton of crazy shit on YouTube, and it isn't anything normal. It's kind of like, YouTube's my only source of entertainment these days, it seems. I substitute TV and anything else with YouTube, and what I've been watching lately is this ready to harvest? I don't know. I'm tempted to harvest thing, but what I have been watching lately is this little series about strange ass addictions, and I'm just trying to think what we can do while I talk. It's weird. I always have. It's either an eternal struggle between me not knowing to do and me not knowing to say. So we've got that predicament right now. But I have been watching called a mini series called, I don't even know what the name of it is, but anyway, it's just a bunch of people with these strange addictions, and I was watching it and I felt like a very boring person. A lot of them, I've only watched a couple of episodes, but this is just the kind of shit that I watch when I'm bored. But anyway, their addictions ranged from sleeping with hair dryers to eating cushions and tanning 3 times a day. It's quite interesting and kind of depressing to think how uninteresting I am when compared to people like that. But I don't know. It's nice to see other perspectives and know that I felt extremely normal at the end of the thing. So talking to myself into a microphone right now kind of feels like I'm the most sane person on the planet. But then again, it's not very common that people are eating the material out of their bras, but each to their own, I suppose. And I'll just keep on commentating for no real good reason. But anyway, God, I did it again. What I did want to do for future episodes, I have been planning another mega build, and I did want to ask you guys how you think I could be able to structure it. God, stupid arms. God damn, the pandemic is upon us. The apocalypse. But yeah, with the mega build, how you guys would like me to build it. I could build it in this style. We've really got 2 alternatives, and that's to build it on camera or to build it off camera. So the kind of comparison can be drawn between this build and the other build over yonder. So let me know what style you guys like, or whether a combination of the 2 would suit. Obviously, at the end of the day, whatever I think works best will probably prevail, but I'm always open to suggestion, but I'm not going to be ruled by it, if you know what I mean, Valvoline. But we're going to think of something small. to do for this episode to wrap it up a little bit. It's going to be quite a bit of a shorter episode this episode. I did plan on working on that build for this episode, but then again I went ahead and just finished it, so I don't know, I just felt compelled to finish that thing. I really like it though, and yeah, if you guys like that thing, let me know, because it's, I don't know, when I get positive feedback it lets me know that things are good and stuff, so I'll keep doing it. But what I will do is go ahead and think of something small to do so we can get this episode a bit of spice, a bit of flavour. The fuck. But anyway, I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, so we've got a couple things that I did want to brush up on. God damn, that's going to annoy me for life, just knowing that. But anyway, I do feel like I didn't talk about the donation thing well enough last episode. I'm not sure. I'm not going to talk about this episode, but I just don't think I covered it as well as I needed to. Wow, that just fucking overkilled. But yeah, that's enough about the donator thing, but I might discuss that in the future because I'm not 100% content with how I talked about it last episode. But I did notice that I recently hit 600 subscribers, now sitting around 607 or so as I record this, so little thank you to you guys. No, it feels, I don't know, I need to be thankful, but at the same time I don't know who to thank. I don't know. Is there even anyone to thank? I don't know. Fucking deep and shit. But what I did want to do before I just tangentialize is replace these signs, if you can't tell, with glass panes, and I think that would look a little bit better. The wooden look kind of doesn't go too flush with the sandstone. I don't really think it suits it too well, although I do like the combination of sandstone and glass. So that is why I'm going to sub out the wooden look for the moment, for the time being, and replace it with glass. I think it fits. But yeah, 600 subs is I don't know, this channel is growing. It's nice to see it progress. For some reason, it's always told that whenever you're supposedly working on a YouTube channel, you're not supposed to focus on the statistics and everything, but it's kind of hard not to, especially when you're at a very small size. And I'm not saying 600 is small, because to a lot of you guys, if you guys yourself had channels and overnight you had 600 subscribers, I'm pretty sure a lot of you would piss your pants. And I mean, if I got 600 subscribers overnight, I'd probably do the same, although there would be a bit of feces at the bottom of it. Fucking hell, that's a little bit strange. But the reason why I bring this up is because it's always said, but the people who say this, not to focus on the numbers and stuff, are often the ones who have very large channels themselves and don't actually have to take notice at any point at how their channel's going. And I don't want to be caught up in the metrics, but at the same time I think it is fairly important to recognize how fast and such your channel is growing and stuff. I don't know, I don't know if it's a bad thing to acknowledge the fact that your channel is growing or decreasing depending on the situation. But the way I see it is to pay attention to it, because it is valuable information, but it can be misconstrued because subscriber counts can be fairly random. But the way I see it is to use it as a reference, but not as your sole indicator of performance, because how I imagine, how do I word this? The way of judging, not judging, that's such a shitty word, but for lack of a better term, the way to properly judge how well your channel would perform against others, although I hate the whole comparison thing, but hypothetically, if you were to compare two channels between themselves, what the hell, would be to see how many people out of X amount would actually retain their interest in that channel. For example, if 100,000 people watch Justin Bieber's baby video, compared to how many people watch Freddie Wong or something, how many out of those 100,000 people would subscribe for the next videos? I know it's a pretty poor comparison, but I don't know, just that's the way I see it. And of course YouTube isn't equal to everyone, so I always get comments asking me like, how do I not have a bigger channel and stuff? It's just YouTube is random. That's the simple answer. On my other channel, I have a video with over 1 million views, which is retarded. The video is absolutely piss poor and just terrible, but I think it's just astounding that the randomness of this website is ridiculous. So that's at the point where I do agree that statistics, you can't really accurately generate any form of 100%, I don't know, evidence to go off upon. I'm probably not making a whole lot of sense, but essentially it's just statistics is something that I do focus on highly, but don't run the channel off it explicitly, I guess. I don't know. In this class, I don't even know if I like that. If you guys want to help me out in that regard, with designs, I don't know. I'm open to suggestion with this kind of stuff. But let me know which you prefer between the signs and the glass, and let me know if any of this conversation just now has made any sense. And if you agree with me, disagree, I'm always open to disagree. Constructive criticism is very valuable, just as much as positive reinforcement. So if you guys feel the need to criticize, go right for it. I'm all for making better videos, and that's one way to make myself, in my opinion, to make better videos. So yeah, constructive criticism, go nuts. Don't fear that you may offend me, because it does a world of good. But anyway, guys, I think I better wrap the episode up here. Although we better do that sign. Don't want to fall into a bad pattern of not doing the signs and confusing the shit out of myself on a daily basis. But we better end the pearl over, because we're pimp motherfuckers and we have ender pearls to work with. But yeah, let me know what your guys' opinions are on the build over here, and about any topic that I discussed throughout the video. Hit me up with your insights, your thoughts and such. But yeah, we better go. What is this? What is this? I've already done that. Oh my god, I'm stupid. All I have to do is put the sign up here. But anyway, guys, that was episode 56. I appreciate you guys watching, and let me know if you do watch the video to the end of the video. What are the date for today's maple syrup? But anyway, guys, my name is me and your name is yours, so that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to end this episode before I sound any more stupid. But anyway, guys, that was episode 56. That's the 4th time I've said that, and I'll catch you guys later for another episode.